in his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Now all even up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now one away.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
One down, base is empty.
Ball.
And another ball. Just a few pitches in, but not very sharp on the mound in the home half of the first.
Boog, when you can score some runs for your pitcher in that first inning, you really want him to come out and shut that other team down so you guys can get back in the dugout and swing the bats. You've obviously got some hot sticks in the early part of this one. It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
To say Bob Gibson's season in 1968 was outstanding is an understatement. His ERA that year was 1.12. That's so dominant it doesn't even seem possible.
Gibson won the Triple Crown that year in the National League. He was just absolutely untouchable. Hitters had a hard time sleeping the night before his starts.
That one ripped right center field. That's back there. Reaching for it. Makes the catch.
Batting fourth.
All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Saying they got their work cut out for them. Down a busload already in this one.
And a manager does not want to see his hitters going to the plate swinging like it's a home run derby. He wants hitters to put together quality at bats, play the game that you've been playing and that you've been taught to play with this organization, and go out there and move the line. If you do that, you're going to score some runs. Maybe you don't win this ball game, but at least you have some momentum to carry into the next one.
Henderson off of first with 2 away.
Runner, yes,
Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
All set for the start of the inning. And here is Josh Gibson. This is a true 5-tool guy. Not very many of them out there, but when he's on the field, you can't take your eye off of him.
Fans come to the ballpark to watch him play. And in baseball, to have such a talented player going out there every day. And
now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
So the batting order turns over. Honus Wagner digs in now. A single and a run scored and a walk. Right through there for a strike. And a strike in there.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
One ball,
and misses inside. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. And that's a strikeout looking. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, really nice job of finishing the hitter off right there. Glove side command, fastball firm to the outside corner. Tell you what, very difficult to do anything with that pitch, even if you do swing.
And that is out of play. He swings and fouls one off.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
On the ground right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing here this half. Down to the bottom of the second. Groundbreakers lead it 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Ryan O'Hearn comes up to hit.
Ryan
O'Hearn goes 6 feet 3 inches, 220 pounds, and he was drafted in the 8th round back in 2014. Just missed. And that one is in the dirt. And a count 2-1.
That's the ball.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie. You can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
You know, it didn't take Mountcastle long to make a splash at the major league level. In 2021, he became the first rookie to lead the Orioles in home runs since Kurt Blefary in 1965.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
One ball.
That was straight queso right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Two outs, base is empty. Now here is Heston Kjerstad. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1. Off the plate, ball 1.
2 outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Nothing doing this time around for the O's. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. New inning getting started. Here's a big power threat. Babe Ruth.
The Babe is one of those guys with a larger-than-life personality, Boog, and that's something you see from him on and off the field. He's certainly one of the most recognizable figures in the history of sports. Been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning, so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. And it beats him for the first out after the drop third strike.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now, Lou Gehrig. And that drops in for a strike. That one's in there, and it's 0-2. Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
That's out to center field. Mullins settles under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting left fielder Ted Williams.
2 down, bases empty. Now it's going to be Ted Williams. RBI single his last time up. And that's way high. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Two down, nobody on. Line drive, caught. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's a lead for the mid-century era, 4-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and into the box for Baltimore, Ramon Urias. Gibson back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
All 1's the count.
Right through there for a strike.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Jackson Holliday stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. He doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Ramon Laureano in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering is fouled back. That misses, and that is ball one.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others. And right here, clearly letting the ump hear it a little bit.
Strike three, and now 6 strikeouts in a row. 1, 2, 3, go the Orioles. They trail it here 4-0. On to the 4th. Now it's the DH, Larry Doby. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
There's a swing and a drive. Going back. And caught on the warning track. Not quite enough behind that one.
Man, Boog, I love watching an outfielder take on the wall to make that play, and it's a lot easier to watch from up here because that can be painful in the end. You know the wall's coming up on you quickly, so you have to maintain concentration and able to make that catch and hold on to it after contact.
Out to short. Throws to first in time. And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip.
Jackie Robinson.
2 outs, base is empty. Jackie Robinson now at the plate. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. And ball one. And a breaking ball misses outside.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Tapped softly on the ground. And foul ball. Cut on and lifted in the air. Laureano makes the play, and that is that. Back here in Baltimore, John Shabby and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Cedric Mullins. And a pitch. And there's a strike.
You know, these Orioles, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
In the dirt, 1-2 to count. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Mantle makes the catch for the out. 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Henderson, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Rutschman now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Henderson leads off first with one away.
One ball, one strike.
In the dirt, blocked. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. That one missed.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
The Orioles down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Ryan Mountcastle, the next to hit for the Orioles. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Diving. It gets down. Could be extra bases. 1 run across. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 4-2.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Kerstad batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-2 is the count.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now 4-2. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Yennier Cano.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Josh Gibson stepping in now. Fly to right his first time. Tap foul at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. And And that one upstairs.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Hangs on to the foul tip. That's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
So the lineup flips over, and the batter will be the shortstop, Honus Wagner. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking, coming out of the bullpen and throwing beats.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Mantle in the box now. No balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. That one ripped, but foul. Two outs. Right side, hard hit. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So they go quietly there. We head to the bottom of the 5th and into the box for Baltimore. Ramon Urias. And the first offering, a fastball for a strike. Urias measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Mexico. Swing and a miss at 100 miles an hour. And he hits a ground ball right side. Robinson. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Jackson Holliday, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at bat.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Now at 10 Ks with still a few innings left, so expect him to add on to that total. And pitchers are looking to have a strikeout per inning. I mean, that's excellent work. The way it looks now, I mean, he's going to have a better rate than that in this one. So really good stuff working on the mound in this one.
Laureano comes up to hit. Went down on strikes his first time through. Check swing, called strike.
0-1's the count.
Swings and misses. 0-2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
And that one in the air center field. Mantle settles under it and makes the grab. And that is that.
Let me work, 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 work. I put in work, 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 work. Now watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. Let me work, work.
Top 6. And now the right fielder, Babe Ruth. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Lou Gehrig.
And here's the first baseman, Lou Gehrig. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Gets it to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the 6th.
Now batting, left fielder, Ted Williams.
2 down, bases empty. And the batter now, Ted Williams. Swing and a foul out of play. And the 0-1. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
That misses. Going to count 1-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. And it's even up.
2 strikes.
Liner, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
2 outs, runner at first. Larry Doby, the next to hit. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Williams around third. He will score.
Wastes no time there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
So digging in, Dick Allen. That one fouled off. Man at second. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they do get the 3rd out. The inning is over, but a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's 5-2. Back after this on the show.
It's only one man, believe me. It's only one man, believe me.
Well, we go bottom 6, and now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. Gibson back to work. Inside, and that's ball 1.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
This one in the air, center field. Mantle has a beat on it. Puts it away for the out. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, the shortstop,
Gunnar Henderson getting ready to hit.
Henderson.
That's a slider for a strike.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
And he takes a strike.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
The shortstop takes the ball. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The Orioles trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 6th. And down on strikes. And he keeps putting up the Ks. That's number 11. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's Adley Rutschman, 0 for 2 in this one. Fastball for a strike. Next offering is in for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering way off the plate. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Up the middle. Jump throw, and very nicely done for the out. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, and the deficit remains 5-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Baker.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Stepping in, Jackie Robinson. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Strike one. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher Josh Gibson.
Josh Gibson will hit next. In there for strike one. Activity in the bullpen. Gregory Soto appears to be getting loose. Perez getting loose as well. Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
One out, runner at second. And now the shortstop, Honus Wagner, 1 for 3. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Man at second. And downstairs. That's in there. 1-2. On the ground, and that's a fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, it's offline. The run comes in.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at bat. Nice job keeping it fair as he turned on it down the line, and once it got through the infield, it was a double all the way.
One down. Mickey Mantle digs in now. That's in there. Strike one. Left field. Kerstead moving under it. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Babe Ruth.
And now it's going to be Babe Ruth.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Out towards left center. He's got it, and that'll do it. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Now a 6-2 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
Foul ball.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Swings and misses, and it's 0-2.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with the mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Oh, 0-2 now. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And now the DH, Ryan Mountcastle.
Say it louder. Can I hear over this money counter? Bring it up, 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 bring it up. Spring ring, who's calling? I'm a first draft pick while I'm balling. Summertime hot, you said the guys falling. Come here with it, quit styling. What's the name of that item? I did not check that because swiping. Bitch seem right and strike like lightning. It was me or I'm hype.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Bob Gibson gives way, and a decent effort considering he's normally a reliever. Back with the new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching.
So a lefty out of the pen, Warren Spahn.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now you know we got a story. We fasted and prayed, God answered. That's why we give him all the glory. Yeah, that's what he do. Bring it through to the other side. All praises to the Most High. And the testify spirit got him on fire. Yeah. Too strong, I'm way too blessed. Too strong in God, I flex, 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 flex. Yeah. Too strong, I'm way too blessed. Too strong in God, I flex. Too strong in God, I flex.
I'm up day and night, night and day, chasing that pay, get out my way, got money on my brain, I can't live without it, I see dead people, they deep off in my pocket, take off just like a rocket, I'm plugged like a socket, GCE the game, trust me, you don't want these problems, perfect my aim like Deadshot, no Flintstone, get his bed rocked, got the game in the headlock, no safe zone in Chirac, everybody gotta play a part in, and if you ain't eating, then you stop. Got money on my brain, I can't live without it. I see dead people, they deep off in my pocket. Take off just like a rocket. I'm plugged like a socket. GCE the game, trust me, you don't want these problems.
Only if you knew how I feel. I'm just keeping it real. Nobody knows how I feel. Cause you wasn't there when I almost drowned in my own blood, sweat. LLV. I remember him and Jag used to control the parties. And they would let us know when it was the right time to leave. LLM. I ain't even know you, but your brother's my brother. Shout out Kesey. LLB. I never told Mugga I live right across the street. The memory is deadly. I remember your name, my sister crying for weeks. Way too many sacrifices built to the streets. I do this for y'all. I hate feeling pain when I want to speak where I'm from. I want to show the world.
And that one is downstairs. Ball one. Spahn winds and deals. That's inside.
That's inside.
Base is empty, one away. Here the bottom of the seventh. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball. That one finds the zone, and the count is 3-1. Ball four, tried another curve but couldn't locate it.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And next for the Orioles, Heston Kjerstad. Ball one, no strikes.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And it's fouled away. Grounder might be two. To second, that's one. Over to first, but he beats it. Ramon Urias now at the plate. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Yeah.
Nasty 2-0 slider there for a strike. That tells you he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch.
2 outs. And a swing and a miss.
2-2 to count. Count's full.
This one in the dirt. Kerstad off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And the Orioles leave 1. They still trail it here. It's 6-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back,
Orioles.
and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Gregory Soto.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with a lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Lou Gehrig. 0 for 3 in this one. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Hank Greenberg.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
That clips the corner. Soto, multi-time All-Star, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Hard hit, left field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Now batting, left fielder, Ted Williams.
Digging in. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. Rube Foster. A runner at first for him, nobody out. On the ground, a short, could be 2. Henderson tossed to second, but safe at first. It's a fielder's choice.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
Next is the designated hitter, Larry Doby. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. To first, might be 2. Throws to Henderson. Back to first for 2, and that'll do it. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. On to the bottom of the 8th, and now Jackson Holliday. First pitch just misses. Up the middle. Robinson throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, right fielder Ramon Laureano.
Here's Ramon Laureano. Check swing, called strike. Breaking ball misses down and away. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Popped up. Robinson hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder Cedric.
2 down, base is empty. And here is Cedric Mullins. That misses. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
1-1.
Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And the Orioles set down in order.
Trust me when I tell you, no exceptions to the rule. Bringing blessings when I move. Special on my essence.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now, Dick Allen.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
And that one is inside ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Swing and a ground ball. Holiday whips it to first. And they get the leadoff man in the 9th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Jackie Robinson, the next to hit. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. Swing and a line drive ripped out into left center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Throws to second. And they almost caught him, but he's back in time.
Now batting, catcher Josh Gibson.
Next to hit, Josh Gibson. Swing and a ball popped up. Henderson. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop Honus Wagner.
Now it's the shortstop, Honus Wagner. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Laureano pulls that one down, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. 2, 3, 4 set to hit in the bottom of the 9th. Groundbreakers lead it 6-2. Bottom 9. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Gunnar Henderson.
Gunnar Henderson.
Spawn back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off.
That's a ball. I got a ball, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
That one fouled off, 2-2. And there's the ball. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And at first, Adley Rutschman getting ready to hit. Foul ball there.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
No ball, 2
Runner at
strikes.
first with no outs here.
Ball.
In the dirt, but kept close. And that's downstairs and outside. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So next to hit for Baltimore, Ryan O'Hearn.
Ryan O'Hearn.
There's the strike of the knees.
That big curve inside's a pitch that can buckle you a little bit. Looks like a fastball out of the hand and then just drops over that inside part of the plate.
And that's outside.
This hitter's looking for a fastball, but I'm not sure he's going to get one. Pitcher doesn't have to challenge him. If he feels better about his off-speed secondary stuff, then stay with it.
In the dirt. Safe at second. Henderson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility.
Well, that right there erases the chance at the inning-ending double play. So good job on the bases to move up on the wild pitch. Changes the outlook of the inning in a pretty big way.
3-1 now, and ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted in first base with a quick free pass.
And that one fouled off.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and get out of this little jam.
That's outside. Now 1-2. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Flipped that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, a reverse curveball, I guess. And clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see. And that was a great one right there.
So it's their last chance in this one. Heston Kjerstad will hit next. Lifted to left, and that should do it. Ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better. Makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
And your final 6-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the mid-century Groundbreakers taking on the Baltimore Orioles.
And now.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this.
Baltimore Orioles.
So just about set now. Showing the slab in today's game. Charlie Morton, what should we keep